In this video, we're going to look at the first example. And in this example, we're going to introduce the concept of the flaw of averages. Now, here is a bookstore that sells calendars. Okay, it costs $7.50 for the bookstore, and it sells these calendars at $10 a piece. Now, after January 1st, all the unsold calendars will be returned to the publisher for a refund of $2.50. We looked at a similar example in Chapter 2, where we return unsold items. Now, the store believes that the demand for the calendars will be on the average equal to 200, but there is some probability distribution, but the average will be 200. And the question is, if we go by this average demand of 200 and we buy 200 calendars from the publisher, is that a good decision? So that's what we're going to analyze. Let's first look at a deterministic model where we simply ignore the fact that the demand has a probability distribution. We simply use the mean as the demand value. Okay, so in that case, let's go to the Excel file. Okay, so example 10.1. So unit cost is $7.50. Unit selling price is $10. The refund that we'll get is $2.50. So let's give names. And this is uncertain demand, but we are using 200, the mean value, the average value, as our demand. Okay, we are ignoring the probability distribution. Okay, now our decision variable, so the question is, okay, if average demand is 200 and we're going to order 200, is that a good decision or not? So we set up a model here. So the demand is that. Okay. Now sales is the smaller of the demand and the order quantity. Okay. The demand is more than what we have ordered, then we can only sell what we have ordered. If the demand is smaller than what we've ordered, then we can only sell the demand. So sales in units, and the revenue is sales times unit price. Cost is not based on sales, but how many units we're going to order. So units ordered times unit cost. Now refund is going to be what is the sales? Okay, the order quantity, okay, minus how much we are able to sell. Okay, remember, sales can never be greater than the order quantity, and therefore this will always be 0 or positive, it can never be negative, times the refund amount. So profit then is revenue minus cost plus whatever refund that we will get. And that is the model. Now, of course, we can do some sensitivity analysis by using data table with different order quantities and different demands. And then we can try to do that kind of analysis to gain more insight into the model. But a better approach would be to associate a probability distribution to the demand and replicate that demand for X number of replications and then see what the profit will be like. And that is a better approach. So this is a deterministic approach and it's very limiting. So in the next example, we'll look at how to incorporate probabilities to these input values.